Hello, today I'm narrate the book summary of Howard Gardner in Frames of Mind, the Theory of Multiple Intelligence. Let's talk about Howard Gardner. He is an American development psychologist and the John H. and Elizabeth A. Hobbs Research Professor of Cognition and Education at the Harvard Graduate School of Education at Harvard University. The summary of concept of multiple intelligence was introduced in 1983, and it was later modified through additional research. Intelligence, what is that? We all know about. Intelligence refers to the human ability to solve problems or to make something that is valued in one or more cultures. The standard view of intelligence is that intelligence is something you are born with. You have only a certain amount of it. You cannot do much about how much of that intelligence you have, and tests exist that can tell you how smart you are. The theory of multiple intelligence challenges that view. It asks instead, given what we know about the brain evaluation and differences in cultures, what are the sets of human abilities we all share? Gardner's analysis suggested that rather than one or two intelligence, all humans being several or 8 intelligence. What makes life interesting, however, is that we don't have the same strength in each intelligence area, and we don't have the same amount of intelligence. Just as we look different from one another and have different kinds of personalities, we also have different kind of minds. He suggests that in our educational system that we have emphasized the linguistic and logical mathematical intelligence. As we learn more about the mind and how it learns, we should consider earning activities that draw on a wider variety of intelligence and give students a better chance to develop their strengths. Apply them to a greater range of problems and challenges, and showcase their achievements. So, let's begin. Number 1. Linguistic intelligence. Linguistic intelligence is the capacity to use language, our native language, and perhaps other languages, to express what's on your mind or our mind, and to understand other people. Poets really specialize in linguistic intelligence. But any kind of writer, speaker, lawyer, or a person for whom language is an important stock in trade highlights linguistic intelligence. Linguistic menu is use storytelling to explain, conduct a debate on, write a poem, myth, legend, short play, or news article about, create a talk show, radio program about, conduct an interview, a phone. People with a highly developed logical mathematical intelligence understand the underlying principles of some kind of causal system. This is number 2. The way a scientist or logician does or can manipulate numbers, quantities, and operations. The way a mathematician does. Logical mathematical menu is translate a process into a mathematical formula, design and conduct an experiment on, make up the syllogism to demonstrate, make up analogies to explain, describe the patterns or symmetry in. Number 3, spatial intelligence. It refers to ability to represent the world internally in our mind. The way a sailor or airplane pilot navigates the large spatial world, or the way a chess player represents a more circumscribe spatial world. Spatial intelligence can be used in the arts or in the science. If you are spatially intelligent and oriented towards the arts, you are more likely to become a painter or sculptor or architect than, say, a magician or a writer. Similarly, certain sciences like anatomy, topology emphasizes spatial intelligence, as does geography. It used as a visual menu like chart, map, cluster, graph, create a slideshow, video tab, or photo album, create a piece of art that demonstrate, invent a board or card game to demonstrate, illustrate, draw, paint, sketch, or sculpt. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Number 4. It is the capacity to use your whole body or parts of your body, your hand, your fingers, your arms to solve a problem, make something, to put on some kind of production. The most evident examples are people in athletics or performing arts, particularly dance or acting. Bodily kinesthetic menu is like, create a movement or sequence of movements to explain, make task to puzzle card for, build or construct, plan and attain a field trip that will bring hands-on materials to demonstrate. Number 5. Musical intelligence. It is the capacity to think in music, to be able to hear patterns, recognize them, remember them, and perhaps manipulate them. People who have a strong musical intelligence don't just remember music easily. They can't get it out of their mind. It's so omnipresent. Now, some people will say, yes, music is important, but it's a talent, not an intelligence. And I say, fine, let's call it a talent. But we have to leave the word intelligence out of all discussions of human abilities. You know Mozart? Mozart was a damn smart musical, talented person. So in this basis, musical menus is give a presentation with appropriate musical accompaniment on, or sing a rap or song that explains, indicate that some musical patterns in, explain how the music of song is similar, make an instrument and use it to demonstrate. Number 6, interpersonal intelligence. It is understanding other people. It's an ability we all need, but is at a premium if you are a teacher, clinician, salesperson, or politician, or leader. Anybody who deals with other people has to be skilled in the interpersonal sphere. So if you are good in interpersonal skills, you might be a very good leader, teacher, lawyer, or a salesperson, or a psychologist. So interpersonal menu is, in this sense, conduct a meeting to address, use social skills to learn about, participate in a service project to teach someone about, practice giving and receiving feedback, use technology. Number 7, intrapersonal intelligence. It refers to having an understanding of yourself, of knowing who you are, what you can do, what you want to do, how you react to things, which things to avoid, and which things to gravitate towards. We are drawn to people we have a good understanding of themselves because those people tend not to screw up. They tend to know what they can do. They tend to know what they can't do. And they tend to know where to go if they need help. So in this basis, intrapersonal menu is describe qualities you possess that will help you successfully complete. Set and pursue a goal to Describe one of your personal values about. Write a journey entry on. Assess your own working. Finally, number 8 and the finishing line is Naturalist Intelligence. It designated the human ability to discriminate among living things like plants, animals, as well as sensitivity to other features of the natural world, cloud, rock, configurations. This ability was clearly of value in our evolutionary past as hunters, gatherers, and farmers. It continues to be central in such role as botanist or chef. I also speculate that much of our consumer society exploit the naturalist intelligence, which can be mobilized in the discrimination among cars, sneakers, like kinds of makeup and the like. The kind of pattern recognition valued in certain of the sciences may also draw upon naturalist intelligence. So in this basis on naturalist menu is create observation notebooks of describe changes in the local or global environment, care of pets, wildlife, gardens or parks, taking care of other thing about animal like cooking, use binocular, telescope, microscope or magnifier to draw or photograph natural objects. So that's it for today. Thanks and thank you so much again to listening to me.